Happy Monday morning, my friends, and welcome back to Power Tools. I am ready to get this week kicked into gear. I hope that you are too. Hope you had an awesome weekend. And I want to talk this morning a little bit about client feedback. And so let's just acknowledge right out of the gate, if we can, that whenever we go online and we're online shopping, whether it's Amazon or some other site, we're always looking at what the customer reviews are, right? We go down, we're like, okay, granted, I have to temper this with 80% of the universe is a little crazy, but still I want to see that 4-star and above. I mean, we can even filter by it on most websites these days. So how do we do a good job of effectively getting client feedback? You know, I will be the first person to tell you that I would pay a significant amount of money if in the real estate universe there was one portal that you could go to collect reviews and collect feedback, and it went out to Zillow, the local MLS, Yelp, Real Satisfied, Realtor, LinkedIn, all these different places, because it's real easy to create review fatigue, if you will, for no better term, out there by just asking your client to fill out 97 different reviews. So you really kind of have to pick your battles. I happen to be in a local MLS here in Houston, Texas, where we have a very nice client experience rating product. And so what we usually advise people is get that and then get Zillow reviews, because that's where most of the eyeballs are, but it could be different in your market. All of those things are great and they're very, very important, but here's what I want to talk about client feedback as it relates to your business. Reviews are awesome. People are going to tell you you're great. They're going to give you their stars, whatever. Okay, but how are you going to take that and apply it to your business? And so here's what I'd like you to think about. And this is not a Chance Brown original, to be sure. I stole this from Scott Stratton, who, if you don't know Scott Stratton, he writes books like Unmarketing, Unselling. He has a very, very good podcast. I like him because he's funny and he's not afraid to poke fun at people, but he does it in a way that teaches lessons. My goal in life is to never end up on his Facebook page, because that dude loves to make fun of realtors, and rightfully so. We do some dumb shit sometimes to be made fun of. So Scott has a very, very simple way of looking at how we evaluate people, how we evaluate client feedback, things like that. And it's just really asking 3 questions. And so the survey is called Start, Stop, Continue. Think about it like this. What did we do that built value for you that we should continue doing? That's your continue question, right? What did we do that you found no value in that you don't think we should do anymore? That's our stop question. And then what would you have liked to see us do that would have built value for us? And that's your start question. So start, stop, and continue. And we just get our clients to answer those really, really simple questions. Like, hey, you know, what did you really like about this experience? What did we do well? Can you give me some feedback on that? What did we not so well? And you're not going to hurt my feelings. Like, tell me the truth, because it's only going to help me get better for the next person. And I'm hoping that that next person is someone that you refer to me. And so let's find that out so that we can make improvements. And then, was there anything out there that you kind of wished we had done, but we didn't do? And I think with those 3 questions, you can get some really powerful answers. Now, I'm going to throw a caveat out there before I talk about how to execute this, and then get you out of here for today. So the caveat is this: just because one person says one thing, you don't have to just go and wholesale change your business, right? If somebody walks into a listing of mine and they say it smells like cat pee, okay, that's one person's opinion that the house smells like cat pee. But if 10 people walk in and say it smells like cat pee, whether we like it or not, that house smells like cat pee. Perception is reality. So if one person gives you a piece of feedback that you're not quite sure of, take it with a grain of salt. You know, it is what it is. Let's see if it continues. If 5 or 6 people give you that same piece of feedback, then yeah, you know you need to act on that, right? Okay, so how to execute this? Really simple. Write out those 3 questions. Start, stop, and continue on a piece of paper. Give it to your clients. You can email it to them. You can put it in a self-addressed stamped envelope and present it to them at closing, and just ask them when they have time. Hey, take a few minutes. Let us know how we're doing so we can build it back. You can put it in a Google form, whatever you wanted to do so that you had a database of it. But make sure they get it after you work with somebody. And then over time, you're going to be able to create benchmarks. You're going to be able to create ways to improve your service offering so that it creates a better experience for your client. So here's your challenge for this week. really simply create the start, stop, continue document. Whether you want to do that on paper, whether you want to do that in an electronic form you can send to somebody, or whether you want to do it in a Google Drive doc, whatever, however you want to do it, it's yours. And then the next time you have a closing, send it to someone. See how it works for you. So I hope that helps you get a better grasp on what's going on in your business and how it's perceived by your clientele so that you can improve. And I hope you have an awesome week. We will see you next Monday right here on Power.